It seems that the console wars, the tendency for people to defend a certain choice of platform and to denounce others, has existed forever in gaming. Those who lived through the early 90s can recall the infamous marketing battles between Sega and Nintendo, and similar fights seem to continue between fans in the form of arguments on social media and other parts of the internet. So, today on Games of Reference, we shall be answering the question, why do we have the console wars? It would be very easy to point the finger at console companies for causing such polarization in the gaming medium. As previously mentioned, the 90s saw a fierce fight for dominance in the console market between Sega's Genesis/Mega Drive and Nintendo's SNES or Super Famicom. This did admittedly produce some of the most memorable advertisements ever made. Even those born after the 90s still know the famous Genesis does what Nintendo don't slogan. But we do see that in these adverts, companies are trying to generate some sort of brand loyalty by instilling an us versus them mentality into their fan bases, thus meaning they'll buy their products and shun any others. From a business standpoint, this makes total sense, as this maximizes a company's profit over their competition, and while we don't often see this blatant attack on other consoles as much as we used to, games companies still employ these sort of tactics in their marketing. Sony, for example, used the slogan "This is for the players" in their adverts for the PS4, implying that only they are truly looking out for their customers. Sony are also keen to remind everyone that the PS4 is the world's most powerful games console. While these are only subtle jabs at both Nintendo and Microsoft, they nonetheless achieve the same effect as Sega's older adverts. However, to entirely blame the marketing choices of big corporations for the console wars wouldn't be wise, as there is a consumer level cause to the divide we see, and this stems from basic psychology. Consoles cost a lot of money, especially at launch. The Xbox One on launch, for example, cost $499 in the US and £429 in the UK. This amount of money is a fairly significant amount for the average person, so the majority of people will only be able or willing to buy one brand new console. When there is such an investment in an item, we often try to defend our actions, as to justify our choices to other people and perhaps to ourselves. This leads to a common human trait called confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is the tendency to seek information that confirms our beliefs rather than that which disproves them. It can also mean that we interpret information to fit in with our current opinions. This very simple bias can cause many problems in a large variety of situations, but in the realm of video gaming, it means that many people are often more willing to seek out information which praises their console of choice, while also seeking other material which shines a negative light on other consoles. Whereas in a discussion or debate normally existing in the realm of social media and forums, people will often overplay the advantages of their console and its exclusives, while ignoring the opposition's arguments. As you can imagine, this can lead to many people becoming very heated and passionate, with none of the competing sides wanting to lose the advantage. This effect is only enhanced through the effect of echo chambers, an extension of confirmation bias. We will often align ourselves with those of a similar opinion, and with the development of the internet, it has only become easier to seek like-minded people. These groups will often agree on similar subjects, echoing each individual's opinions, hence the term echo chamber. It seems then that the everlasting console wars are caused by both a mix of confirmation bias and marketing by the console producers, though it is likely that console manufacturers are aware of the former and use their marketing to reinforce such behaviour. In any case, it seems like there will always be some divide due to differing consoles, but if you can think through your arguments and listen to alternate views, you may avoid falling into these sort of traps. Thanks for watching Games of Reference. What are your views on the console wars? Leave that and anything else in the comments below, and consider subscribing and clicking the links on the screen if you enjoyed this episode for more informative gaming content. But until then, see you in the next video.